happened over the weekend in the world of sports. Sembe Shima is here.
Well, the weekend done and dusted, and we're here this Monday morning for a fresh week. And I must say, happy new month indeed. Yes, the month of March, the final month of the first quarter of the year 2026. It's good to be here. And we'll get into all the activities that went on during the weekend, from the international friendlies to the league matches, all that actions, and then perhaps title contention as well, like what the title is looking like for various leagues across the world. But then to do that with me this morning, I'm being joined by my guest, Nonso Arinze. Nonso, good morning and happy new month.
Good morning, happy new month.
Happy New Year also. This is the first time in the new year.
Even when I've been here, so it's good to be here again.
Yeah, it's good to be here. So quickly, so let's get right into it. I mean, over the weekend, we saw so many activities. Let's start with the Super Falcons. Your thoughts on the outcome? Nigeria lost 1-0. We know that now for sure. But now, do you think this is because of the new legs that were introduced?
Yeah, first of all, it's a friendly. And the aim of every friendly is to prepare the teams for tournaments.
Yes.
It's not a must-win. It's about just getting legs ready. If you look at the list released by the coach Justin Medego, you will realize that he brought in so many new players and called back some old legs who he had dropped in the past, like Ngozi Okobi, making a return, Gift Monday as well, making a return. If you look at Chris Uchebe, Deborah Abiodun, they're not as creative as Ngozi. She's got a mind of her own when it comes to creating chances. So for me, if you would ask me again, I think give it to the lad. I think she wanted to play her. She's done a good job. I think the only creative spark we had there was Amarachi Okonkwo, and of course not forgetting Jennifer Ichegini as well. So, but you see that she brought that experience. Someone who has played at the highest level for a very long period of time. So for me, I don't want to dwell on the positive. It was, to me, our play was a bit disjointed because I don't think they've trained together for a while. Let's wait and see. They've got enough friendly on Tuesday as well.
Yes,
maybe by then they would have acclimatized and give Cameroon a run for their money. But for me, I'm not scared one bit. It's just a friendly.
These are the fixtures lineup for the Super Falcons. If the WAFCON doesn't get postponed, because we hear rumors around that. We will not dwell into that till that's an official statement from CAF. But at the moment, it is going to stay and it's going to happen. So these are the fixtures lineup for the Super Falcons in the month of March. The next game is friendly against Cameroon, still a preparatory game into the WAFCON. And also, there we have March on 18th. The WAFCON starts March 17. So the second day, March 18, Nigeria will be up against Malawi. And then there's Zambia on March 21st, and also Egypt on March 24th. And talking about the group now.
Yeah, for me, no disrespect. Zambia, Egypt, these are the teams. I don't know when Nigeria should begin to... Nigeria has grown to a place in African football, we play women football, that when they begin to tinker, when they get to the semi-final, when they play the likes of either they're playing South Africa, they're playing Morocco, because Morocco have risen from the ruins. There used to be also the pushovers in the
two back-to-back semi-finalists, yeah.
So I think they got to finals twice.
Finals, sorry. Two back-to-back finals, yeah.
You know, so it tells you there's an intentional group. That's what we don't have. What we have is talent, raw talent. And with the talent we've got, look at the players, Joy, players who can't even make the squad, you'll be like, what's going on, you know? Pure talent, yes, but I think intentionally growing women's football has been a disaster for Nigeria. But let's wait and see. I don't think we should be able to struggle with teams like this. Not at the moment.
All right, indeed, like from so smile to your ears. Nigeria should not struggle from this Group C of the WAFCON. Talking about the 2026 WAFCON set to kick off in Morocco this March 17. Nigeria seated there in Group C alongside Zambia, like I earlier stated, Egypt, and debutant Malawi. So we'll watch out and see what happens when the tournament kicks off proper. Hopefully, the rumors we're hearing would not be the case. CAF has not released an official statement, so we'll wait and hear what happens in the coming days. But now, talking about women football, let's now bring you back to league football, where we'll focus on also the Nigerian Women's League. Yes, the Nigerian Women's League, NWFL. Match day 9 results done and dusted. We're going into match day 10 now. The title race is intense. I mean, Bayelsa United, Bayelsa Queens, I beg your pardon. 6-time champions Bayelsa Queens seem not to be giving up. Let's have your thoughts on the result, match day 9.
I'm a big follower of the women football here in Nigeria. And maybe you could say I have a stake, but I don't know. The biggest win for me in Group A was Rivers Angels, I beg your pardon.
Against Edo.
To beat Edo Queens 2-1. I know you argue you're playing at home, but come on. You cannot take it away. You beat the top till Edo. And these are the names you expect to be there when it comes to the Super 6, you know. So Edo, Rivers,
Bayelsa.
These are the names you expect. Maybe
National Amazons. And FC Robo as well.
You can say Rebel Star Ladies as well has proved their weight under their manager. What about Matu Wemimo? I think so. So for me, the league is shaping up. For me, the biggest win has been their first victory in Abuja. It was a lot of celebration at the Buhari City Stadium. But come on, big win for Rivers United, especially in the race. Big win same as well for the markets in Group A. But for here, I think the biggest winner is Abia Angels. It was an Abia derby, you know.
I thought you say Remo Stars ladies, because they have actually been consistent when it comes to, upsetting big teams. And last season, they almost got into the Super Six. For some reason,
they got into the Super Six.
And they almost got the trophy, sorry, yeah.
Just close.
They're too close.
But I think it's because an Abia derby, both teams play in Abia State at the Imba International Stadium. Abia to beat Haduhudiam 5-2 was hefty. It even caused the resignation of the coach. Talking about and changing it. And they've got a new manager already. So I love the shape of the. See, what we can never take is the quality and talent. Yeah. If we can really invest on women football and ensure that they're well funded, we can watch these girls on TV, because most of these girls are. If you will follow the NWFL, you realize that some of these girls should be play for at this moment play for the Nigerian superfalcons. Yes. Because we don't know them, we intend on getting players who play abroad. That we actually watch on TV. Exactly. I'm not saying that we shouldn't get players from diaspora. Yeah. But let's take a cue from Egypt. Let's take a cue from
I will give it to the best. I'll give it to the Super Falcons squad. I mean, the managers and perhaps the scouts, they do a very good job. You've seen most of the players doing very well in the Super Falcons came from the NWFL. So, I mean, to a certain level, I understand.
What you're telling them is you first go abroad.
No,
you don't need to go abroad to get it looking. That's why I see it.
True, you have a point there.
This is a professional league, for crying out loud. This is the biggest women's football league in Nigeria. You don't need to go abroad to get it looking.
These are the current standing in match day 9, after match day 9 in the Nigeria Women's Football League. I told you it's ongoing, the 2025-2026 season. It's ongoing, and it's almost a wrap for the first stanza going into the Super 6, where we have seen 6 teams qualify playoff for the trophy. But that is the standing in Group A. Bayelsa United. What make you calling them Bayelsa United? Bayelsa Queens right there on top of the table with 21 points, 6-time champions of the NWFL. Rivers Angels there, level on points to Bayelsa Queens, and also Edo Queens in 3rd place there. Automatically, if this ends like this, they will make it to the Super 6 from Group A. And then in Group B, we have FC Robo Queens there, 21 points. Remo Star Ladies, 18 points in 2nd place. And Nasara Amazon, as Noso rightly predicted. These are some of the teams you most likely see in the NWFL Super 6 playoffs. But this season, will that change? Well, time will tell. It's just match day 9. We're getting into match day 10 this Wednesday, and perhaps after that, we'll come here on Friday to discuss on the result and see who is most likely going to qualify after match day 10. But now that takes us to the Nigerian Premier League, as you rightly mentioned, the NPFL. Also, matches went down during the weekend, talking about match day 28, and results were quite amazing and shocking. It's as though everybody's waking up. And Remo Stars, besides League, caught my attention because they just got a new coach. And now they are back to winning ways. 2-1 against the Katsina United side. You argue that they played at home, but it was a win. It's a good one for them.
Right now, I think
but your thought on the
Remo Stars are clutching on straws. So any victory is big. They got a new manager whose job is to keep them safe. You can't be the champions and the next 12 months. Absolutely. And this is a club that we used to make, we brag a lot about because of the structure, how they take care of the players, the welfare, the stadia, the followership, the use of the media. Absolutely. And then to see them struggle like this. That's why you see every Nigerian is always optimistic, or it's always maybe a little bit biased. Exactly. And so maybe the pressure is not coming on them. But come on, 2-0 victory. Good start for Abdallah against Katsina United. It's time to get a victory. And the good thing is that they return back to their stadium at the Ikene, which is going to be a boost for them heading to the next round of the competition. So
when I'm talking about the result, this is the result. But what about standing now? Looking at Rangers going on top of the table as against Rivers United, who has 3 games outstanding. Ikorodu City as well. I mean, in 3rd place, getting for continental slot there. Are you shocked at the current standing of the table after match day 28, with just about 8 games left to be played for other teams, but 11 games left to be played for Rivers United?
I'm super shocked. Look at Eimba, for crying out loud. They sit 15 on the table.
It's a switch. The big boys are down and
absolutely.
The middle class are up.
People who are the canopilas. These are perennial winners of the Nigerian Premier Football League. When you come about the big boys, then you call canopilas, and they stand at Abacha Stadium. Look at where they're struggling. Remo Stars as well, defending champions. So look at where they sit. If you look at Wiki Tourist as well, they do normally a mid-table team, the NPFL, but they're struggling. So maybe look at Rangers. But I think Rivers United have got an advantage in that one, if you ask me.
All right, we'll keep our fingers crossed. It's just match day 28 in the Nigerian Premier League. And that takes us now to the English Premier League. We will not wrap up the conversation this morning without touching on results in the English Premier League, one of the biggest, or the biggest right now, because
arguably.
Yeah, arguably the biggest league in the world. English Premier League match 28 went down. The title is looking looking very intense.
Yeah.
Arsenal still on top of the table with 5 points lead against Man City and the likes. What are your thoughts on the result so far? It was raining 2-1 for teams at home on Sunday. I mean, what are your thoughts on the result?
Big win for Arsenal. They didn't have victory. You know, it was like in between the devil and the deep blue sea. They didn't win that game, but thank God they stepped up. It was a game of corners, 3 corners, but again, Arsenal running supreme. I think they broke the record for numbers of corners in the league. 30 set pieces, 16 corners. Arsenal seems to be a team who understand the use of set pieces, but big victory because now they are 5-point clear heading forward. Man City as well did the needful when they went to Allen Road, got a victory as well. But if you look at the big picture, the biggest winner has been Man United. They've jumped up to 3rd on the table after Aston Villa were beaten on Saturday by Wolverhampton Wanderers. So big win for Man United. The race is going on now. One of these top teams must drop. It looks like it's either Chelsea or Liverpool from the top 5. Wait and see.
Wait and see, indeed. I mean, March 28th, done and dusted in the English Premier League, and a lot of talks around the title race as the league unfolds. But then it's just some games left to be played. We'll see what happens in the coming days. But thank you so much, Nunsu, for making our time to be on the show this morning.
Absolutely, I'm loving it. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
All right, indeed. That's our package on Kakaki Sports. Kakaki continues right after the short break. Stay tuned.
Stories now break online.